Have you ever thought that the eggs you're eating could be silently harming your health? You may have believed that eggs, packed with high-quality protein, vitamins, and essential nutrients, are a surefire way to nourish your body. But what if I told you that, without realizing it, you might be making some common mistakes that are turning your eggs into a hidden danger? It's shocking, right? The truth is, whether eggs are a blessing or a curse of your health depend entirely on how you handle, store, and cook them. In this video, we'll uncover 5 dangerous mistakes that could be turning your nutritious eggs into health risks. These mistakes might surprise you, especially if you've been eating eggs the same way for years without a second thought. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fix them. You'll learn simple, effective changes that can protect your health and help you continue enjoying your eggs safely. If you're experiencing any of these issues, I want to hear from you. Comment 0 below if this resonates with you, and let me know what you're dealing with. And if you find these insights helpful, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing health tips. Stick with us until the end, because we're about to share some crucial solutions that will keep your eggs a true superfood, not a hidden hazard. Let's dive in. Number 1, using damaged or expired eggs. It's easy to overlook, but using cracked, expired, or improperly stored eggs is one of the quickest ways to turn a nutritious meal into a health risk. While eggs may appear perfectly fine on the outside, even the smallest crack or a slightly past their prime egg can harbor harmful bacteria, like salmonella, posing a significant threat to your health. This concern becomes even more critical for older adults, as the immune system weakens with age, making it harder to fight off infections. What might be a mild inconvenience for a younger person can quickly turn into a serious issue for seniors. If you've ever stared into your fridge, wondering whether your eggs are still good, you're certainly not alone. Many people trust the expiration date printed on the carton, not realizing that eggs can spoil earlier than that date or, in some cases, last longer, depending on how they are stored. To avoid any surprises, there's a simple and effective way to check their freshness: the water test. Just place an egg in a bowl of cold water. If it sinks and lays flat on the bottom, it's fresh. If it stands upright, it's still okay but should be used soon. If it floats, it's best to toss it out. Take Evelyn, for example. At 74, she's always cautious about what she eats, but she never gave much thought to checking the eggs before using them. One morning, she cracked an egg into her frying pan and immediately noticed a strange smell. She brushed it off and went ahead with cooking. Hours later, she started feeling nauseous and experiencing stomach cramps. A visit to the doctor revealed that she had food poisoning from a bad egg. From that point on, she started doing the water test before using her eggs, and she never encountered that issue again. Another factor to consider is how eggs are handled before they even reach your home. If they've been stored at the wrong temperature, whether in the store, during transit, or even in your own fridge, eggs can develop condensation, creating the ideal environment for bacteria to thrive. This is why it's crucial to store eggs in the coldest part of your refrigerator, not in the door, where temperature fluctuations occur more frequently. Cracked eggs are another hidden danger. Even if an egg looks fine, small hairline cracks can allow bacteria to enter, contaminating the egg. If you accidentally purchase a cracked egg, it's best to discard it rather than risk exposure. Similarly, eggs with an off smell or unusual discoloration should be treated as red flags that they've gone bad and should never be eaten. If you're still here and finding these insights helpful, drop a comment saying number 1 to let us know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more valuable tips. Your support helps us continue providing content that educates and inspires. Now, let's keep going. Number 2, eating raw or undercooked eggs. Many people believe that eating raw or undercooked eggs is a surefire way to get the most nutrients, but the truth is, it comes with significant health risks. While eggs are rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, consuming them raw exposes you to harmful bacteria like salmonella, which can lead to severe food poisoning. This risk is especially concerning for older adults, as the immune system naturally weakens with age, making it harder to fight off infections. What may be a minor illness for a younger person can become a dangerous, even life-threatening, condition for someone older. If you've ever enjoyed foods like homemade mayonnaise, raw cookie dough, or eggs with runny yolks, you may have unknowingly put yourself in harm's way. Though salmonella contamination is rare, it's not something to take lightly. The symptoms of infection can include fever, stomach cramps, diarrhea, and dehydration. For seniors, this can quickly escalate into a serious health issue, sometimes requiring hospitalization. Many people assume that store-bought eggs are perfectly safe, but even the cleanest-looking eggs can carry bacteria if they haven't been handled or stored properly. Take Margaret, for example, a 68-year-old who swore by her raw egg smoothie every morning, believing it was the healthiest way to start the day. But after years of consuming raw eggs, she suddenly suffered from severe stomach pain and nausea that lasted for days. A doctor's visit confirmed that she had contracted salmonella. She never suspected that the eggs, which she thought were perfectly fine, could be the cause. After switching to fully cooked eggs, Margaret had no further issues and continued to reap the same nutritional benefits without the risk. Another reason to steer clear of raw eggs is the compound avidin, which bind to biotin, a vital B vitamin responsible for metabolism, nerve function, and healthy skin and hair. When eggs are eaten raw, avidin prevents the body from absorbing biotin properly, potentially leading to deficiencies over time. Cooking eggs deactivates avidin, allowing your body to absorb all the essential nutrients without interference. Some people may argue that raw eggs from organic or free-range sources are safer, but the reality is that any egg, regardless of its origin, can carry bacteria. The safest option is to make sure your eggs are fully cooked. Scrambled, boiled, or poached eggs, cooked until both the whites and yolks are firm, are all safe choices. If you love the runny yolk, consider using pasteurized eggs to reduce the risk. But remember, cooking them thoroughly is always the safest route. If you're still with us and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let us know you're here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on more health tips. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content for you. Now, let's move on. Number 3, overcooking eggs. Overcooking eggs is one of the most common and easily avoidable mistakes people make in the kitchen. While eggs are a powerhouse of protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, subjecting them to high heat can change their structure in ways that are harmful to your health. When eggs are overcooked, whether by frying them until they're crispy and brown, boiling them until the yolk turns a grayish green, or scrambling them at high heat, they undergo oxidation, which creates dangerous compounds. One such compound, oxidized cholesterol, is linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of heart disease. If you've ever noticed a strong, sulfuric odor after boiling eggs for too long, that's a sign they've been overcooked. This happens because the sulfur in the egg whites reacts with the iron in the yolk, creating iron sulfide. While this doesn't make the egg outright toxic, it signals that vital nutrients have been compromised during cooking. If you eat overcooked eggs regularly, it could lead to long-term health issues, especially for older adults who are more prone to inflammation and other chronic conditions. Take Robert, for example. At 76, he had been enjoying eggs for breakfast every day, frying them until they had a crispy edge because he thought it made them tastier. But after a while, he began noticing uncomfortable bloating and frequent heartburn. After learning about the risks of oxidized cholesterol, Robert started cooking his eggs over lower heat, opting for soft scrambling instead of aggressive frying. Within just a few weeks, he felt noticeably better, experiencing less discomfort and more energy throughout the day. Overcooking eggs not only damages their texture and flavor, but also strips them of vital nutrients. Eggs are an excellent source of vitamin B12, folate, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, all of which support brain and eye health. But when exposed to prolonged heat, these nutrients break down, meaning you may not be getting the full benefits from the eggs you're eating. The good news is you don't have to give up eggs to stay healthy. The key is cooking them properly, whether you're lightly boiling, poaching, or soft scrambling them. Cooking eggs at lower temperatures helps preserve their nutrients and reduce oxidation. If you prefer fried eggs, use gentle heat and avoid browning them too much. These small changes can make a huge difference, ensuring you get all the nutritional benefits eggs have to offer without the added health risks. Number 4, combining eggs with unhealthy cooking oils. One of the most overlooked mistakes when preparing eggs is choosing the wrong type of cooking oil. While eggs themselves are a powerhouse of high-quality protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients, the oil you use to cook them can turn a healthy meal into one that fosters inflammation and increases long-term health risks. What many people don't realize is that some oils, particularly highly processed vegetable oils, break down under high heat, creating harmful compounds that can have serious consequences over time. If you've ever fried your eggs in margarine, vegetable oil, or other refined seed oils like soybean, corn, or canola oil, you may have unknowingly exposed your body to trans fats and oxidized lipids. These unhealthy fats are linked to increased inflammation, heart disease, and even cognitive decline in older adults. Unlike natural fats that the body can process easily, trans fats disrupt cellular function, causing damage that accumulates over time. Seniors, in particular, should be especially cautious, as chronic inflammation is tied to a wide range of age-related diseases, such as arthritis and heart conditions. Take Frank, a 78-year-old who had been cooking his eggs in vegetable oil for decades, assuming all oils were the same. But after learning about the dangers of processed seed oils, he made the switch to healthier options like butter and olive oil. Within just a few weeks, Frank noticed a dramatic improvement in how he felt. His energy levels went up, and his digestion became smoother. He hadn't changed what he ate, only how he prepared it. This small shift made a huge difference in his daily life. Another important factor when choosing cooking oils is their smoke point, the temperature at which the oil breaks down and starts releasing harmful compounds. Many vegetable oils have low smoke points, meaning they become unstable and create free radicals when exposed to high heat. These free radicals can damage cells and accelerate the aging process. If you often fry your eggs at high temperatures using these oils, you may be unknowingly introducing oxidative stress into your body. A better approach is to choose oils that remain stable at higher temperatures. Butter, ghee, coconut oil, and extra virgin olive oil are all excellent choices for cooking eggs. These fats not only enhance flavor, but also provide essential nutrients that support brain health, heart function, and overall well-being. If you prefer a lighter alternative, avocado oil is another great option with a high smoke point and a healthy balance of monounsaturated fats. The key takeaway here is that it's not just about what you eat, but how you prepare it. Eggs are a fantastic source of nutrition, but if cooked in the wrong oil, they can go from a health-boosting food to one that contributes to inflammation and disease. By making simple changes in how you cook, you can significantly improve your long-term health and fully unlock the benefits that eggs offer. Number 5, storing cooked eggs improperly. Most of us don't give much thought to how we store cooked eggs, but this simple mistake can quickly turn a nutritious meal into a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. When eggs are left at room temperature for too long or stored improperly, they can become a serious health risk in no time. Bacteria thrive in warm environments, and once eggs hit the danger zone of 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, harmful pathogens like Salmonella, Listeria, and E. coli can multiply rapidly. This becomes especially concerning for older adults, as foodborne illnesses tend to hit seniors harder, with more severe consequences than for younger people. Think about it. How many times have you left a plate of scrambled eggs on the counter, thinking they'd be fine to eat a couple of hours later? What seems like a small oversight could actually be putting you at risk. The longer cooked eggs sit out, the higher the chance they'll harbor dangerous bacteria. The solution? Refrigerate cooked eggs as soon as possible and store them in an airtight container. Even then, make sure to eat them within a few days to be safe. For example, hard-boiled eggs should be consumed within a week, while scrambled or fried eggs are best eaten within 3 to 4 days. Take George, a 72-year-old who used to prepare a large batch of scrambled eggs every week. To save time, he'd leave them in a loosely covered container in the fridge, grabbing a portion each morning. After several episodes of stomach discomfort and nausea, George realized his lax storage habits were the culprit. By switching to airtight containers and cooking smaller batches, he never had digestive troubles again. Improperly stored eggs also come with a risk of cross-contamination. If cooked eggs come into contact with raw meat, unwashed vegetables, or other contaminated foods, they can absorb bacteria and become unsafe to eat. Many people assume that since the eggs were already cooked, they're safe. But once they cool down, they become as vulnerable to contamination as any other perishable food. And let's not forget the mistake of reheating eggs. If you've ever microwaved leftover eggs, you've probably noticed they can become rubbery or have a strange smell. Overheating eggs destroys their nutrients and makes them unappetizing. The better way to reheat eggs is on the stove over low heat, adding a little moisture like a splash of water or broth to keep them from drying out. If using a microwave is your only option, heat the eggs in short intervals, stirring occasionally to maintain their texture. To avoid foodborne illnesses and get the most from your eggs, always store them properly, refrigerate them right away, and consume them within a safe time frame. How you handle your food matters more than you think, and something as simple as proper egg storage can make a world of difference in keeping your digestive system healthy and you feeling your best. Number 6. Eating eggs for long periods without varying your cooking method. One of the most overlooked mistakes when it comes to eggs is eating them the same way every day without changing up the cooking method. While eggs are an excellent source of protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, relying on just one way of preparing them over time can limit the variety of nutrients your body receives. Eating eggs the same way, day after day, whether you're frying them, scrambling them, or boiling them, may seem convenient, but it can lead to missing out on the full spectrum of nutrients eggs have to offer. For example, frying eggs in oil or butter every morning may increase your intake of unhealthy fats, which can contribute to inflammation and heart disease over time. Meanwhile, constantly boiling your eggs could mean you're not making the most of their beneficial fats and vitamins, which are better preserved with gentler cooking methods. Take Carla, a 50-year-old who had eaten scrambled eggs with butter every day for years. While she loved the taste, over time, she began noticing changes in her energy levels and skin health. After speaking with a nutritionist, she realized that by cooking her eggs the same way each day, she wasn't benefiting from the full range of nutrients eggs can offer. By switching up her cooking methods, sometimes poaching them, other times soft boiling them, or even lightly scrambling them with olive oil, she noticed a significant improvement in her overall health, with more energy and healthier skin. The key takeaway here is that variety is essential, even with something as nutritious as eggs. Not only will changing up your cooking methods give you a wider range of nutrients, but it can also keep your meals exciting and enjoyable. If you're eating eggs daily, remember that it's not just about how many eggs you eat, it's about how you prepare them. Number 7. Using eggs from unclear or unhygienic sources. One of the most dangerous mistakes you can make when preparing eggs is using eggs from unclear or unreliable sources. While eggs may look perfectly fine on the outside, if they haven't been properly handled or stored from the moment they're laid, they can pose serious health risks. Eggs from sources that don't prioritize hygiene or quality control can be a breeding ground for harmful bacteria like Salmonella, Campylobacter, or Listeria. This is especially concerning for vulnerable populations like the elderly, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems, as these bacteria can cause severe foodborne illnesses. You may think that just because an egg looks clean or fresh, it's safe to eat, but the reality is, without proper handling and storage, bacteria can easily contaminate the egg. Take, for instance, Linda, a 65-year-old who purchased her eggs from a local farm that wasn't properly inspected for cleanliness. She enjoyed them raw in smoothies, believing they were fresher and healthier. After a week of consuming these eggs, she developed stomach cramps and nausea, only to discover that the eggs had been contaminated with Salmonella. It wasn't until she switched to eggs from certified, trusted sources that she stopped facing such health issues. When buying eggs, always ensure they come from reliable, hygienic sources that follow proper food safety standards. Look for eggs labeled with certifications that guarantee cleanliness, proper handling, and the highest safety standards. And remember, even if the eggs are from a seemingly reputable farm, proper refrigeration and careful handling are just as crucial in ensuring they are safe to eat. The lesson here is clear. Eggs from unclear or unregulated sources can expose you to harmful bacteria that might go unnoticed. Always opt for eggs from trusted suppliers to protect your health and ensure you're getting the full nutritional benefits of your eggs without the risk of contamination. Number 8. Using too much salt and seasoning when cooking eggs. One of the easiest ways to turn a healthy egg dish into something detrimental to your health is by overloading it with salt and seasoning. While eggs are naturally packed with essential nutrients like protein, healthy fats, and vitamins, excessive amounts of salt and seasonings can undermine their nutritional value and lead to long-term health issues. Many people don't realize that too much salt can have a serious impact on your health. A high sodium intake is linked to increased blood pressure, which can put a strain on your heart and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. If you're constantly adding a heavy hand of salt or seasoning mixes to your eggs, you may be unknowingly contributing to chronic inflammation and kidney problems. Additionally, certain store-bought seasonings can be loaded with artificial additives, sugar, and excessive amounts of salt, which only add to the problem. Take Lisa, for example, a 55-year-old who had always loved her eggs loaded with salt and hot sauce. Over time, she started noticing her energy levels were low, and her blood pressure was climbing. After consulting with her doctor, she realized her excessive salt intake was likely contributing to her health concerns. By reducing the amount of salt she used and opting for fresh herbs like parsley or chives, she not only improved her blood pressure, but also found that her eggs tasted even better, without the added health risks. The key takeaway here is that while eggs are already a nutrient-dense food, the way you season them can either support or hinder your health. Moderation is key. Use seasoning sparingly and consider alternatives like fresh herbs or a light sprinkle of sea salt. With small adjustments, you can enjoy your eggs in a way that maximizes their benefits while minimizing potential harm. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored these 5 common mistakes, take a moment to reflect on how you've been preparing and enjoying your eggs. Eggs are an incredible source of nutrition, but how you cook, store, and handle them can make a world of difference in whether they're fueling your body or unknowingly putting your health at risk. The good news is, avoiding these mistakes is easier than you think, and with just a few adjustments, you can unlock the full health benefits of eggs. If you've been overcooking them, simply lowering the heat can preserve their nutrients and protect against harmful oxidation. If you've been eating them raw or undercooked, switching to fully cooked eggs is a small change that will significantly reduce your risk of foodborne illness. Don't forget that proper storage is just as important. Refrigerating cooked eggs and handling them carefully will keep harmful bacteria at bay. Have you ever thought to check for cracks or expiration dates? A quick water test can easily confirm whether your eggs are fresh and safe to eat. Lastly, choosing the right cooking oil is key. Opt for healthier options to avoid inflammation and enhance the nutritional profile of your meals. Remember, your body depends on the food you eat to perform at its best. By making these simple, mindful adjustments, you'll experience lasting improvements in your energy, digestion, and overall well-being. It's not about avoiding eggs. It's about enjoying them in a way that truly nourishes you while minimizing any potential risks. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one thing you've learned and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily routine. Your feedback means the world to us, and reading your thoughts motivates and inspires us to continue creating valuable content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support allows us to keep providing information that educates and empowers you. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.